Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode of Carter's Corner. This is our part 2 of our Horween breakdown.
Today we're going over Dublin, Shackleton, and there's one more, I forget.
Dublin, Shackleton, and
Cypress.
Cypress, yeah. Let's start with Dublin.
Dublin?
Yeah.
Yay.
Nate's favorite leather. All right.
This is our Dublin Light Natural. I believe we've seen Dublin Natural before. This is Dublin Light Natural. Slightly different. Honest opinion, still my least favorite leather. I don't like it. It's difficult to work with. The break on these always really bad. This one isn't too bad until you get down low. It's actually one of the better ones. We've been saving it for dire situations.
It's definitely, it's as far as color goes, it's one of the, it has some of the nicer, beautiful color tones, has nice pull up, but then again, what Nate is referencing to, creasing and break, that is something that is basically throughout the hide. And so as for creasing, so you could see a lot of it in the vamp area, and then the lower or further you go towards the neck, you're going to see some more of that break. Structurally it's still solid. It's just appearance-wise, I think it's something to do with just the Dublin tannage overall.
Yeah.
It has that look to it. It's like, I've seen, looking over many finished boots, even, people posting pictures of their Dublin boots, they all have that similar look. It has that, you have a lot of that break in the quarter, and then you also have some of that creasing that occurs in the vamp. And the more it's worn, the more it kind of starts showing it even more.
It's a really good patina leather.
Yes.
Which is why we included it in that patina Thunderdome that we started. And why we got another color. Because if I didn't like it enough, we added another difficult color. This one is our Dublin English tan. Equally bottom of the tier list for me.
Actually, this is a good example to show how more of a break it has. So this is a darker color, so you could actually see all the break, all the creasing in it. It's also, some of it's shows character off pretty well too.
Yeah, you get to see the scars pretty quickly.
Yeah.
It shows a lot of the English tan has this like dirty look. Like it just goes from this lighter color to dark, kind of like dirt colored color. It can be really cool on boots, especially with like, Predator Orange looking good with scars on it. This can look really good with the mixture of light and dark areas. Still just not my favorite leather. It's a big pain to work with.
So it's something definitely to think about. Like, I mean, if you don't mind creases, or you don't mind like having quite a bit of break in your boots, I mean, the pull up on is pretty nice. The color itself are nice. You just get the finish is definitely going to be different than maybe somebody that used to, especially if you have, some Chrome Excel, some Wax Predator, some Wax Flesh. This is definitely like its own kind of a style.
Yeah. In my mind, this is purely like an aesthetic leather. If people like it, if there's specific people like this, and they're totally allowed to. And I'm not going to tell them that they're wrong, but I don't like it. It's not my thing.
I would imagine it's also the temperament of it. It's probably one of the more easier boots to break into, so that's why people enjoy it so much.
It's one of our softest leathers.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Okay. So this is our Italian brown cypress. This is what I would say our more popular.
Yeah, this is pretty popular.
Yeah, color. In a way, it is somewhat similar to a Dublin as far as the coloration goes. You could also see more character in here, especially like stretch marks. The break in it is a little bit tighter than the Dublin, but you could still see creases in it easily.
And
Once
even though it creases, doesn't necessarily mean that it's breaking. It's
Yeah.
it's just a leather that has a very firm top grain, and
Yeah.
so it likes to crease and show
Yeah.
it off.
So yeah, it's that nice kind of a finer finish that, I mean, you're gonna wear it for, you know, a couple of weeks. Your whole vamp is, you know, it's gonna help a lot of creasing and upper too. So it's gonna, again, it's one of those leather that kind of has its own kind of a style character. So a little bit different from our usual, you know, heritage leathers like, again, Chrome XLs or Orange Predator or something like that. I imagine, again, another leather that's probably more comfortable breaking in.
Yeah,
Yeah, a little bit more softer, so
for sure.
yeah.
And I like this a lot better than I like the Dublin. It's still not as high on my list, but I do like that drastic pull-up look, and it's a little bit easier to work with than Dublin leather.
What I like about cypress, like just kind of showing a quick example on this one here
that are
also.
gray.
Yeah, the colors, the pull up on them is really beautiful. I mean, even though you got that kind of crease and stuff, but just the pull up itself is, I mean, the leather just shows off that pretty well.
Yeah, and that shows up across all leathers because we have our Cypress number 8 too.
Yeah.
It's our Cypress number 8. Nice dark burgundy tone at first, and it likes to lighten up quite a bit into
Oh, yeah.
purple, like,
I'd say this is be kind of, I mean, we started off with brown. I'd say this would be a more kind of second most popular, almost maybe even on par with,
out of the Cypresses.
yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
One thing also about cypress that's worth mentioning is it does have a tendency to have this kind of like a crackling pattern. And sometimes it could be more throughout the whole side. So what this is not necessarily anything that's compromising it, like any veins on the flesh. It's just, I think it's that, it is,
Like surface veins in the
yeah,
top grain.
but they're not gonna break. So I guess that's how I would like to call it, the crackling like pattern.
Yeah. Or I've seen some companies refer to it as like honeycombing,
Yeah.
where
yeah,
you
yeah.
get a lot of it crisscrossing each
Yeah.
other. They call it honeycombing.
So that's something that we would more or less put on our quarters more than on the vamps. You might see some of it on the vamps, but it's nothing like to be, you know.
Yeah, very rarely would we
Yeah.
ever. It usually starts after that shoulder into the neck area where veins are most common.
Not really structurally compromised, I would say,
No,
right?
I wouldn't
Yeah.
say
So, I mean, if you do see it on your boots, nothing to like panic about. It's just, again, it's the style. It's just the finish of the.
Kind of looks like lightning.
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
leather. It's just more character, more accent to it. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Okay, so let's move on to our Shackleton. This is our Shackleton cognac. Comes in at, was it 6 to 7 or 6?
I think it's 5 to 6 ounces.
5 to 6 ounces. Yeah. So it's definitely on one of our thinner side of leathers, but so the first time I saw it, automatically I'm like, this is just a really finer kind of a Chrome XL. But
From a British tan.
but like Nate was saying, it's supposed to be more water resistant than the Chrome XL. So I guess it's like a nicer, finer, softer, more, I'd say element resistant kind of a leather. So if you want something lighter, definitely
Yeah.
would be
I
a
haven't
good choice.
gotten a chance to see it in action yet, but I've heard a lot of good things about people who order our Shackleton leathers, that they love it.
Shackleton's another one that has a really nice pull-up. It's like that's cognac pull-ups, like very like consistent, beautiful
Yeah.
color.
Really close to our old Chrome XL British tan. Same thing with the Shackleton brown. Very close to our Chrome XL brown, but you get that lighter weight, the lighter boot overall, and the water resistant as well.
And also break on it's not too bad either. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, the most recent batch of Shackleton brown that we got in has been pretty well tanned compared to the last one. Yeah, Good leather overall. It's fairly easy to work with. I don't see any. I don't have many issues with it, but I don't see many tickets of this either. Our brown is the least popular among the three Shackleton colors.
It seems like with almost with everything that we get in, it's like a first we see a big old like rush of them, and
Yeah.
then kind of like tapers out over
Yeah.
time. Nice.
The most popular color
Oh yeah,
is the green, for a very good reason.
greener pastures.
The greener pastures Shackleton, because it is a really good green color.
Oh, yeah.
It's like perfect, like forest green.
So I mean, like yeah,
Very well
once you
appreciated.
pull it up, it's just like I mean, the camera doesn't even do it justice. Nice and green, like bright green color.
Yeah, the green being one of my favorite colors, I can't say no to it. So I love it. It's great to work with.
Greener pastures was the intro leather to Shackleton, right?
Yeah, green and cognac,
And cognac, yeah.
and then we got brown as like a secondary option.
Didn't get quite a few good greens in, but this is definitely a good light. I mean, if you want a lightweight green color boot, I mean, blends well with like brown colors also, like
Yeah.
two-toning and such.
Yeah, I think Becca has Shackleton green, Chelsea's, and they look great.
I think the green Shackleton, greener pastures definitely was one of the more enjoyable. I don't know if it's the color or what, but more enjoyable one out of the three to work with.
Oh yeah, it's something about it just tanned better. I
Yeah.
think it's easier to tan greens for some reason. All of our greens I don't really have a problem with. Even like double stuffed. How many boots typically do you get per hide? Yeah, we aim for 2.5, but you can usually get 2 per.
I would say, yeah, the build of the boot is definitely going to dictate more of that. So
10
is it at
inches.
10 inch? Is it 6 inch? Is it 4 inch? Is it going to be a Thurman where we're going to require, upsizing of amps? All that goes into consideration. Like, are we going to do a Wellington 8-inch Builder Pro in one? But typically, I would say, yeah, I would agree with Nate. I would say 2.5 to 3. Let's say, like, out of a standard Seidel leather.
Yeah. What's the lining made of around the toe box?
So that's the buckskin. It's basically suede leather. So it's
We
basically,
got it up here.
yeah, we can actually show them. So it's basically this is basically suede leather. This is where,
Like a 3-ounce.
yeah, it's basically, yeah, suede is when the top grain is removed. It's still nice, durable, good piece of leather. So, I mean, if you already gonna have like 8 ounces, you put
Yeah.
a padding of another like 3.5 or so underneath it, so it's gonna be really well reinforced.
Or you can order, when you order a pull-on boot, you get our top grain
Yes.
beige lining, because having this smooth, slick top grain on your foot and your sock as you're putting it on and off is,
Helps with the
much
process.
easier to put on a pull-on boot rather than lacing it up and having all that open area.
Also, that goes in our full lining boots. So if you're gonna line your quarters, you're gonna get full grain liner
Yeah.
on yours.
Yeah, I wish I had like 3 or 4 boots today that were like fully lined, and it takes a little bit extra time, but people will need it to put their boots on easier. And
Also, if you
All
get
for it.
full insulated boots, we automatically line it with our full grain liner too.
yeah, because that insulation likes to tear.
Oh yeah, it's
Insulation
more
tears easy.
warm, but it's a thin material that you got to be
I
really.
mean, they put it in spacesuits, so
Yeah, I think it's like,
pretty-
like space stations actually, or
yeah.
yeah, or
Satellites.
satellites. Ooh.
I'd be curious to know what they think some of the underappreciated leathers. Underappreciated.
Well, off the bat, I could say underappreciated. I would say the Shackleton we just looked at. It's a really fine, nice leather.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel it's like it doesn't deserve. I mean, it doesn't get enough attention. Again, if you're, if you like Chrome Excel, I mean, if you want, again, it's gonna be a little bit lighter. I mean, more weather resistant, but I mean, I would say the pull up on these, the finish on them, the temperament on them, it's more. I would even say it's even more premium than Chrome Excel. Really nice soft leather.
I mean, brown Chrome XL, it's like an old classic that we have, and we have still quite a bit of it. It's
We
moving
used to
pretty
go
slowly
through
lately.
quite a lot of brown Chrome Excel.
Yeah, we used to go through a ton of it, but now we have all these extra options like brown Shackleton and Other leathers that are newer, so they look, are more appealing. But I would say brown chrome XL. I have my first pair of boots that I rebuilt into brown chrome XL, and they do just fine.
Thank you guys for joining us in this episode of Cutter's Corner. Please leave us comments, questions, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We will see you on the next one. Bye.